Those episodes and nailed it.
Nailed it?
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Yeah. Sheep. Oh.
It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll be watching the Falcons field-stretching tight end. He's been torching secondaries all season, now closing in on 1,200 yards. It's the Falcons and the Saints, and it's all up.
Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from the Superdome. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. And here come the Saints about to begin their first possession. And the man in charge of this offense, his 8th season now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Jameis Winston. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. And here are the key inactives for this one, Charles. And as you get towards the latter stages of the season, you hope that this is a clean graphic with no names, but that's hard to do in the NFL.
Yeah, there's almost no way you think it's going to be like that. It's just a matter of what names are on the list and how you prepare to play without them. Everyone wants to finish strong. Well, the only way to do it, forget the inactive list and focus on the guys who are going to take the field.
That'll give them 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 3. They go play action. Winston. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On the return is Williams. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta sending its offense out for the first time, and for the first time since 2008, it's a rookie who will handle things at quarterback. Out of Cincinnati, the 3rd-round pick, Desmond Ridder. Now Patterson to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged. At times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Here's Hardy set to return. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
Jameis now on first down. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Off the play fake, Winston. Steps away to his left. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 3rd down, Winston. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will remain a scoreless game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And some room to maneuver. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on third down. He's got his tight end pitch complete. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
First and goal from the 6. They'll run with Patterson. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they come up now, second and goal.
Here we go.
Algier. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal. They'll go with the keeper, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Falcons post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Desmond Ridder taking it himself to finish the drive. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The final 4 weeks of the NFL season are upon us, and we got some intriguing matchups in prime time tonight. Patriots and Raiders, that's in Vegas. Josh McDaniels taking on his former employer there. And then Monday Night Football, the Rams and Packers from what should be a frosty Lambeau Field at 8:15 Eastern Time, 7:15 locally there in Green Bay. On second down, Kamara. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They run it again with Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Now a third down throw and misses the target, incomplete.
The coverage we just saw break out on third down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass complete to Bird out right here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The Falcons at 5-8, 3 games under 500, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Back to throw here. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find a guy who can move the ball fast.
What in the world?
He just get it in his hands.
And still second.
Look at that.
Points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Winston. Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of momentum from the offense coming off that big completion to prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
They'll go draw here. Winston hands to Kamara.
On the ground.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Come on, man.
Inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. And a quick throw here that's complete. And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 75. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right? Trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Straight ahead, Patterson to the 43, 2nd down. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. Here's Patterson again. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready at least for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Oh, my God.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. But the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw.
Oh, you caught it? Oh, man.
But this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 30-yard play on third. They'll set up a throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
It's a computer.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Room here to run. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Jameis to throw it. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a save.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hardy. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy in midfield.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara.
Go down. Oh, my God.
One tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck.
It's like trying to tackle a tree stump.
A full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Winston. On a slant, complete to Michael Thomas.
Slant
He's going
king.
to be marked down just outside the 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Winston. Finding Alvin Kamara for the completion. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Back to the ground. It's Kamara.
Oh, my God.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara is
San Diego,
rushing
a
touchdown
Williams
of the
vagina.
year. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Lutz with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll go again with Patterson. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles. Because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here.
All right,
on the punt.
here's the classic Jameis Winston comeback.
Take over. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Hardy. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. We're on to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. He goes once again right back to Hardy. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deontay Hardy, 54 yards.
Classic.
The Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Lutz good on the extra point. And now things going to get more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they lead points on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. And no return on this one as the fair catch. A signal for and taken. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the
Oh
stretch.
my goodness, come on, dude.
Together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Now a carry for Algier, headed right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Oh.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, a run with Pat. And he loses the football the second time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw.
Yes, he made the catch.
It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. A gain of 22.
You ought to have made the catch. He was wide
That
open.
certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Patterson running between the tackles. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Algier again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Desmond Ridder with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was Desmond Ridder taking it himself to finish the drive.
Why?
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game.
Just want to say goodnight.
And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. To throw, Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Again, it's Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here we go with Kamara. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw again on second down. Winston. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Winston. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
To the air again with Winston. Forced out to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Winston now.
Get up. Get up. There we go.
Buying time to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Winston. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything
sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That would eat up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Third down, here's Patterson. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Winston and the Saints now down by 7, 24 seconds to go. They'll have to go 90-plus yards, and a field goal does them no good as they've got him with a first down.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Winston to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Winston. And that is incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing